Welcome to Mount Smart Stadium for your Sunday fix of rugby league. The sun is out, the ground looks incredible, and we have a double header to showcase the depth of New Zealand Rugby League. The fans this weekend have been treated to a feast of rugby league, and it all continues right here today on Sky Sport. Kia ora and welcome. I'm Courtney Tidy. Joining me is Wairangi Korpu. Well, why? Rugby league in November, it just keeps rolling.
I love it too, Courts. You know, it's good to have rugby league this time of the year. Even though it's a little bit warm up here in Tamaki Makaurau, it's supposed to be pouring down with rain. It is beautiful. A little bit hot to be in the suit jacket, but I'm sure when I get on the sideline later on, I'll have this whipped off in no time.
I'm sure it could possibly be raining by then as well. But we speak about the feast of rugby league we had yesterday. We saw the women's game, the Clash of the Pacific, women's games. A great feast of women's international rugby league. Really good, really good. And I love the passion that the women show for their nations, and in particular the Niue and the Tongan sides who haven't played for a very, very long time. The Kiwi Ferns and Fitu Samoa, man, what a quality game of rugby league. You know, I was pleasantly surprised that for those two teams to come together on pretty short notice. You know, it's only 4 days in camp, and to put together some quality football like we saw yesterday, it was really, really good. And crazy to think that only the Kiwi Ferns are the ones that will be part of the Rugby League World Cup next year. But we had some news come out of yesterday from one of the legends in the game. Hani Hiramir-Smiler announced her retirement from international rugby league.
Today's my last match for international footy across the board, and it's been a hard decision, but I think a timely one. The body's ready to pull time on being on the field, but no doubt I'll stay involved in the game off the field in some capacity.
There's a nice run again from Hansen, and an offload was good too from Hani Hiramir. Fahakola, this is great play from the Kiwi Ferns, and there's the strength and the power that we've seen forever from Hani Hiramir. Second try for the Kiwi Ferns.
Oh, I think the time's right. I've probably been dwelling on it a little bit this year, and we had 9 debutants come out today, and they're ready for this opportunity. And just for me, it's time to focus on family and look to other pathways in terms of my career. I suppose the biggest thing is the lifelong friendships that I've gained along the way, and just thanking everybody. There's so many people to thank that have helped me on my journey across 18 years being in this team. So just a massive thanks to my teammates firstly, and definitely my family, friends, and everybody involved.
Well, congratulations to Hani and also her family. An amazing athlete and an inspiring one to many of the younger generation as well. Why?
Yeah, Mimi, you get that rangatira. Yeah, I mean, she has been an inspiration, not only just to women in rugby league, but to all of us who are fans of rugby league. She really, she's really she laid the pathway for a lot of these young ones that are coming through, like she has said, and she continues to do great things for our game. And there's a little hint in there that maybe potentially she could still play club, or maybe Warriors next year. She's calling time on international up. It's a pity to see her go, because we saw in yesterday's game, even though the body may be a little bit sore, she's still got it. She can still play. She's still running around with these young girls. In particular, just quickly, the Caitlin Vaakolo, who was outside her. It's her first year in rugby league, and in this week, I've seen her improve so much outside of Honeybell, and that's sort of the impact that she has had for a lot of these young girls.
I agree with you. Well, coming up today, we've got some more of our younger generation on display. It is the New Zealand under-18 clubs against the under-18 school side. They are all pumped and ready to go for that one. And then we have the New Zealand residents against the New Zealand Māori residents. Why? What are you expecting for today? It's going to be great, isn't it?
It's going to be fantastic. Over both matches. These kids, they are big kids, pulled out of schools and clubs from around the country. And, I saw them walk past before. There is a lot of testosterone in there, you know what I mean? I know we say this every year, but they are getting bigger and they're getting stronger. So I'm looking forward to this clash.
Okay, let's have a look at the team list with Glenn Lama.
Yes, indeed, the under-18 school side is powerful. 13 of the squad already having been linked with NRL teams. Most of them are with the Warriors, including the fullback Ali Lauataua, winger Lika Fusanga, and centre Maya Asi. And in the forwards, hooker Vaka Sakahele, the captain of this team, Prof Tony Tapa, and the second rower Zion Mai U'u. And on the bench, there's talent as well, with Sheldon Tairia Rapana with the Roosters and Filippo Whitehouse Opataya at Manly. The coach is Eugene Davis.
Well, Eugene, a year disrupted by COVID, how exciting are your players to play a rep game today?
Yeah, no, they're really excited. I mean, a bit of an interruption this year, but yeah, some of these guys were primed right from the start, around March, April, to do this. So it's good to give them that opportunity. And they're all amping. They've been in camp for the last 3-4 days, and we've all sort of led up to today. So yeah, no, they're amping. They're ready to go. Yeah.
And how's preparation in camp been?
Yeah, it's been good. You know, we've had some really good, helpful staff around us. So really a professional approach to sort of the lead-in, and I guess we've put a bit of a format together to really prepare them for today, and hopefully it goes well. And yeah, I think we've done a good prep time. Yeah.
And the future of New Zealand Rugby League on display, what can we expect?
Well, it's good that some of these guys are from here. I mean, most of them are from here, and like being part of the sort of local and regional sort of development scheme, you can almost predict that it's going to be quite a fiery sort of atmosphere out there. There's a lot of talent there. I mean, this is just really helpful for the national development talent program. So I think there's going to be a lot of sort of expansive plays, I guess, but really good energies. I think there's going to be a really strong energy from both sides today, so really looking forward to it. So.
Thank you and good luck.
Yeah, thanks.
Yes, Eugene Davis there from Waikato. And now let's have a look at the clubs team. They also have 13 players already at NRL clubs as well, with Seti Kuresa and Chase Williams in the backs, the only two not at the Warriors. In the forwards, all of the players are from Auckland, including the captain, Sam McIntyre. And on the bench, Nataki Matthews and number 17, Rawiri Matthews, are both with the Warriors. The coach is Tusa Lafaeli.
Well, Tusa, 4 days in camp, what's preparation been like working with these young players?
Preparation's been at the start really slow, because there's a lot of maybe 4 or 5 guys that have never had an opportunity to wear the Kiwi jersey, but over each day they started progressing and developing, and we've got a really tight bond there. So connection was huge for us in the first days, but it's been great.
What does it mean for your players to put this jersey on and represent the jersey today?
One question before they came into camp was they needed to send in their why. The thing that we got out of just from the answers was family. So I mean, I meant everything to them, just to represent their country and their family.
And what are you expecting from your players out on the field today?
Just to do their family proud. We've got targets and processes that we want to achieve in this game. So just follow instructions and stick to our game plan. Yeah.
Well, thank you and good luck.
Okay, thank you.
Mount Smart Stadium in November in 2020, getting set for the 18s schools, 18s clubs match. Glenn Lama's my name, Richie Barnett with me. And Richie, we've got an extended squad on the bench for both teams today, so 5 players, so there's 18 in each squad today, so 36 players in total. 26 of them have already linked with NRL clubs. There is some hot talent on display in this game right here.
Pretty exciting, isn't it, for players to come out and, you know, such a disjointed year, and just to come out and as Tusa rightly said before about playing for your family, there's no better honour and to play, put that NZRL jersey on and play rugby league at the end of 2020, and I'm sure we're going to see some expansive football and talent to show.
Yes, we will. So this is the schools team, folks. They'll be playing in the green, and the eligibility, we need to just square that off before we have the cultural challenge and welcome the clubs team onto the field. There are obviously players that could play for both, but there is one criteria which has enabled which players to be eligible for which team. Yeah,
it's really regional schools and anyone that's in full-time study. So universities, kura, they'll be available, and it's impressive that they opt to have, I guess, in COVID-19 rules, but we get to showcase players within New Zealand.
Absolutely, and you know, a lot of these players too, Richie, have not played all year in terms of meaningful competition. A lot of them are going to play in SG ball for the Warriors this year. Their season's been ruined by COVID, so there's really no excuses for any of them today. They've just got to get stuck in and let rip.
Just rip in.
Ladies and gentlemen, could we please stand for the New Zealand National Anthem?
It's the national anthem now.
Performed by Tony Taita.
Great day for rugby league. We had a huge thunderstorm over Auckland last night. Richie, you and I had the pleasure of walking out on the grass. It's just perfect, isn't it? It's absorbed all that moisture. It's in perfect condition.
And no better game, really, to have a dry ground, open-style football. You know, this year they had the national competition, secondary schools cancelled in the youth tournaments. So, again, this just adds another excitement for these young players. I'm sure the parents will be watching saying, my kid will one day be an NRL player.
Let's hope so. All right, here's the cultural challenge. Looks like the schools team wearing the green are going to go first.
I know the Lord will make a way for me. I know the Lord will make a way for me.
Wow. Props there to the clubs team and the schools team for wonderful haka. Joseph Green is the referee for this match. Johnny Proctor Harwood, the hooker for the clubs team. Whoa.
Chuck you in the middle, Glenn.
Oh,
Chuck
no
you
thanks,
in the middle,
mate.
buddy.
No thanks. Come out alive. It really is a fantastic set of what should be an excellent game of rugby.
You know, after the emotion of the haka, right? And they have to obviously bring their heart rate down just to get that composure and back in. And I mean, there's a lot going on there, and it's going to be a fiery game.
It should be. Looks like they've got plenty of men. You've got Wairangi Kopu on the sideline with us today, Wai, and haka before a match don't get any better than that, do they?
Indeed, and I remember back in the day when I was at school, lads, you know, the haka was probably the first thing you wanted to win. It was a good little competition out there, good stare down from both sides, but Richie's definitely right. You try and compose yourself a little bit. Usually by the end of the haka, I'd lost my voice, so I couldn't yell at anybody for 80 minutes, but these boys look like they're ready to go.
I had heart palpitations on stage.
All right, so here we go, folks. This is the 18 schools against the 18s club, the best young talent in New Zealand Rugby League. The schools playing in the green, the club's team in the grey, and it's going to be the schools team to kick off. Tomepuna, the 5/8, gets the game underway, and it's an excellent kickoff fielded by Jack. And straight away, there is going to be some good collisions in this. There's a lot of energy that's been pent up over 2020 in all of these players. There's no meaningful rugby league for any of them. A lot of these guys, of course, were in the Warriors SG Ball squad. Richie Barnett haven't managed to play any games apart from one right at the start of the season. And straight away, the clubs team getting cracking here with some good rugby league. That's McIntyre there, the captain, wearing 12, and away goes Proctor Harwood over the halfway line. Good return of the football here in the first set. McIntyre plays dummy half, and there goes the kick downfield from Karapani. And it's a pretty decent kick too. Has Leatawa going backwards here for the schools team. Ali Leatawa, big prospect in the game, wearing one for the schools, the brother of Leatawa, who played in the Angelina Leatawa, who played in the Samoan team yesterday in the Women's International. So keep your eye on him, folks.
Well, what a start. The defence from the clubs just coming through and really aiming up. It's going to be one heck of a game, and if that's the start and the speed that we're going to get throughout this game, I'll be blessed to be watching this today.
Indeed. Let's have a look at the schools team now as they spin it slightly wider of the ruck. Good tackle coming in there from the centre for the clubs team, Ami Tuanai. Playing the ball there for the schools team was Mai Uu. Boy, he is a physical specimen. Down it goes to the fullback for the clubs team. This is Seti Kuresa, an 18-year-old from the Maris Saints Club in Auckland, played Canberra SG Ball this year. So two very good fullbacks on display here. Proctor Harwood. Here's the winger coming in for the clubs team now, number 5, Armstrong. Originally from Rotorua. Now the centre comes forward. This is Ata'ata. Good fast play the ball. Has the club teams rolling out to the left. This is McIntyre again. Hits the line nice and hard. Sam McIntyre. And he's earned a penalty there. Sam McIntyre. Big unit. There he is. He's heading to the Newcastle Knights next season.
Yeah, Northcote, under 16s. New Zealand under 16s back in 1918. So he's raw. And he's a big unit, isn't he? Cutting that ball up strongly on that channel, left channel.
There's the captain. He's here to make a statement. So here's the club's team now with the first opportunity to post points in the contest off that penalty. Proctor Harwood off to Paruru. Paruru up to his feet quickly. Now it's out to Jack. Out it comes to Kuresa. Good defence on him. Nice tackle coming in from Maiu'u. Big rangy back row, number 12. He's a monster. Devery goes into dummy half for the club's team. Payne offloads nicely. It's still alive for the club's team here. McIntyre. 2-1-1. There's the, he looked like shaped like the offload there. Ata. And in the end, referee Green has called that one against the green team. That's the schools team.
What a powerful left-hand side. Tata, you can just see there. Quite a big body too. 2 on that left edge. Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh, a TD all the way.
Well, we also have to thank Jordan Friend, who, of course, has provided us with a lot of information about these players. And I noted that he really rates Ata. Jordan
He's a wealth of knowledge, isn't he?
Yeah, hugely knowledgeable about young rugby league players in New Zealand. So the Warriors have Salesi Ata, number 3. Here they come again, Kuresa. Good defence, though. All slightly high tackle. Might have been red carded if he was in the Bledisloe Cup last night, that one. But in rugby league, play on is the call.
Same number of players, mate.
Here we go with Devery. Hit hard, wasn't he? TJ Devery, 10 metres out. Proctor Harwood. Now they fire it out to the left. Good stepping here from the 5'8", Josiah Karapani. Out to the left they comes McIntyre. Plenty of early touches for Sam McIntyre. And there is the try, and the club's team on the board first. 4 points to 0 through their captain, McIntyre.
Well, 2 times with the ball. He's made an impact early on in this first half. Sam McIntyre, the captain. As we mentioned before, Newcastle. Blockbusting start from the rangy back rower. And that left foot step was to die for, wasn't it? Look at that. Look at that double step. Agile for a big kid. What a way to start the game, mate.
See Whitey played for the New Zealand 16s team in 2018. Wairangi Kopu, and he looks like he's got the goods, number 12.
Oh, he looks like a weapon out there. A couple of times he's carried the ball. He's caused all sorts of havoc. I've actually seen him pick up the ball a couple of times and throw long ball passes out to his centre. This time he puts on a step. Man, that's a package for a young kid, and Newcastle Knights are getting quite a quality player in McIntyre, and he picks up their first points.
And here comes the conversion attempt, not to be. So 4 points to 0. Yes, McIntyre and Ata out on that left edge. It's scary for the schools team. These big lads in the club's team are going to keep this team here on their toes. So 4 points to 0. What an enjoyable first 6 minutes it's been.
She's a stellar first half, isn't it? Energy galore. Great passion. Fleet-footed players. It's just great to watch, isn't it?
They're all keen to make a statement, aren't they? No matter which team. Nicely gathered at the back. It's a close issue there for Elam Payne, and there's the first error of the game. The second made by Elam Payne from Kelston Boys High School originally.
Green ball.
Now out of school and playing for Auckland Marist.
Holding the ball with 2 hands. Good sign. And just a loose carry there. For the big fullback.
Two hands and feet it. There you go.
So here's the schools team with a chance to strike back. Really haven't seen them attack at all. Haven't had the opportunity as Lasala is driven back by Ami Tuanai. Plays the ball, Asi. Here comes Taffa, Tony Taffa. Big body in the middle of the field. One of the Warriors SG ball players playing this game. Now Tuli. Uriah Tuli, 5 out. What a fast play the ball that was. Now comes Asika Hele, the captain of the schools team, wearing the 9 jersey, ex-St Paul's College first 13 player. Kite into dummy half, sloppy pass, picked up by Leatawa. They just have to set it again for the last play now. Kick will have to be accurate here from Puna. He's kicking for his winger, and he's done a beautiful job. What a fantastic kick from Puna. And the try has been scored by Matua Robinson. Was that Nathan Cleary out there putting that one on the spot? What a great kick from Puna.
Well, perfect weighted kick. And again, the winger was drawn in, but he found a perfectly weighted kick right over the top of the winger. And perfect position, really, for the winger to come across and take that leap in the air and grab his first try. Matua Robinson, New Plymouth Boys high. Look at this, elevation up. Very difficult to defend.
Catch, yes, he's off to the North Queensland Cowboys next year. Wairangi is this man Robinson.
Well, they're used to some high flyers over there as well. They've had some in the past, and some very good wingers that he can learn underneath. There's a little bit of a learning curve with the number 5 for the club side there, Tamiro Armstrong. It's always easier to run on to those high kicks rather than having to back up and trying to take it. And in that instance, that's what happened. Got caught short.
So now the great crossfield kick from Puna. Can he ice this with a conversion? He can. He obviously can kick a ball, this lad. Tome Puna from Rotorua Boys High School, the New Zealand touch representative. Converts the try, and it's the schools team leading 6 points to 4.
Well, prior to this, Vaka Sikahele was very lucky to get over the shepherd early on. Dummy half, ran behind the lead runner, and they got away with it. Lucky, but again, the elevation from Robinson.
It was top-notch, so 2 tries in the first 10 minutes. Great start to the game. We're expecting this one to be very competitive. And the schools team bring it back through Kite. Front rower, right on the 20. Didn't he do a wonderful job sharing the lead of the haka for the schools team? Arama Kite. They're right on the 30 now, the schools team. Good tackle. Another front rower, Lola Seal. Gets a penalty for his team there. In fact, it was Tame Hana Paruru who got the penalty there for, conceded the penalty for the club's team.
Behind the boys.
Pretty fast game, and then the weather conditions too. It's going to play some impact at some point.
It's a lovely day here, perfect, very little wind. Really warm day. Oh, it's a good burst through the middle from the schools player. Mai U'u, he looks very good. What? I touched on his physical build. Whoa, good tackling coming in there on Lisala. Sikahele at dummy half. Now it is Tony Tafa. Schools team making good metres forward up the field at the moment. The club's team can't get the ball at the moment. It's Puna, goes to the line. Nice play from Laia-Taua. This is looking good, not handled unfortunately by Va'afusunga. And it is going to be a scrum feed to the club's team.
Well, great interchange of passing. Maya Asi, just the ball just a little bit ahead of the player, but this was a fantastic run, and he's been damaging through that Tony Tuffer from Kelston Boys High. Really laying that foundation, but look at this. And perfectly, it was just perfect timing of that pass, unfortunately just slightly forward.
Oh, the pass coming there from number 18, Maya Asi.
Yeah, good there. Jackson going that way.
Unfortunately, Fusunga couldn't hold the ball. He and Laia-Taua, the number 1 and number 2 for the New Zealand schools team, are actually cousins, and I tell you what, Kudesa has made a meal of that one. Good news is, from Warriors fans' perspective, 2 or 3 of these players showing out already. We're seeing Tony Tuffer, Zion Maiu'u in the schools team. Both of them are SG Ball Warriors players. So there's potential there in a couple of them. And Puna as well, whose kicking has been on song, is also in the Warriors system. So all 3 of those players who have shown up in these first 12 minutes nicely here are Warriors contracted players. As here is one of them right here, Maiu'u. They're just going to continue to use him to bend the line the whole game. He's doing a wonderful job of that so far. Now Tuli gets very close. Uriah Tuli from Shirley Boys High School in Christchurch. They still try to barge over through Tuffer. Gets to his feet quickly. There goes Sikahele at dummy half. Now it's out to Kite. Good defence coming in from the club's team here. Holding these big ball runners at bay. But how much longer can they last as Puna runs? Taken by his opposite number. In Karapani. 6 more tackles. It's been lost there, I reckon. It's gone against the schools team. It's going to be a club's team scrum feed.
Oh, they're very lucky. Good defence there from the club's team. And again, I thought they played pretty up and down in that set. 3 or 4 within 20 metres. They didn't shift the ball out. It was a worrying sign, really, for the schools.
Perhaps a little harsh there looking at that replay. Knock-on called against the schools team. Looked like it went backwards.
They need some luck, the clubs at the moment. You know, 2 errors. 6th minute and 11th minute.
But they held on with some good defence, didn't they, Richie?
Well, they did. They're pretty resilient there.
So that was a good effort. Now it's a good surge from dummy half here from Ami Tuanai. Towards the 30. Good roll on here, the club's team. Here comes Payne. He's held on to the ball successfully this time. Elam Payne. I want to use McIntyre as they look for Lolesio. McIntyre not used there, and he's done really well there. Trey Lolesio to earn the penalty there for the club's team.
Just nice to see the prop on the edge a bit more, isn't it? Payne has been damaging in early exchanges. Look at this. Just look at that. In and away. Good step, good footwork. Quick play of the ball. Perfect work.
This is a good period here for the club's team. They've defended their line really well. The following set has been very good. Now they've got a penalty, and here's McIntyre, the try scorer, up towards the 10 on the first tackle. Here's charge to the line. Good solid hit there. And it was Paruru who came from a mile back. He was at full steam, wasn't he? Here's a drive for the line from Proctor Harwood. The club's team looking good. Good shape to their back line here. Devery nicely gathered by Kuresa. Kuresa. Good leg drive. Good meters post contact. He goes very close. Going to be Devery to play dummy half. No, in there goes Armstrong. 2 tackles left in the set. We're quite happy at the moment. We've got a Schools player down and back play here at the moment. The Schools team might be stretched on the left-hand side, and that's exactly where they go. Oh, it's been beautifully gathered by Asi. The Schools team survived.
Well, he wanted to kick it straight into his stomach, Jack.
No balance or control.
Oh, the referee is now going to award a scrub to the club's team.
There's a little bit of joy on that left edge, actually. One of the players popping out. Look at this kick. Straight. That's a great take. I'll tell you what, that back 3 for the clubs are outstanding. McIntyre, Paruru and Devery. Wow.
Yeah, the back row is generally the best part of the team. Richie.
You opened the door there, Richie.
Specifically in this game, actually.
Yeah.
Wairangi doesn't need much encouragement to walk through the door. I'll tell you what, neither does this man here, who's coming nicely into the game now. Lolesio. Proctor Harwood at dummy half. Now it's out to Sebastian Jack. On the Tuanai, 5 metres out. Fast goes Proctor Harwood from dummy half. Good tackling. Keeps him out. Dive for the line. The tackling's not good this time. And it's going to be Dion Amatuanai who's gone over to score the try for the club's team. And he's a Wellington Orcas player, is this man. Dion Amatuanai. It's the club's team back in front, 8-6.
Well, scrambling through from dummy half. A couple of times here. Look at that. They opened up in a big way. And the youngster from Whititata Tera just opened up, and he wasn't going to give that up. Really good play there from the club side. A little bit of a decision there from the ref back in their own half. They're able to cut the ball up and score in a timely manner. 8-6 with a kick to come.
So now Jack with the second goal attempt. He missed the first one from a similar position, but on the other side of the field. And again, no good for Jack. 8 points to 6. Score remains. Tries in a very competitive match. Hope these two teams can keep it going. This pace, skill is excellent so far.
You see the markers there. Look, he just went. He shaped to go one way. He followed the first marker. Yep, you can see they're pretty disappointed.
Is that a Brillo pad stuck on the back of his head?
Pretty much, man.
That's a T Nico, mate. It's Awara.
Puna with the restart. Straight back into action and driven back nicely. Payne again. Good defence from Taffa.
Go one.
And also Sikahele. Lolasio. Looks like he's got a bit of Jesse Bromwich kind of body tuning going on in the tackle there, Richie.
He certainly has, isn't he?
Well, it's
just
a good technique,
keeps handling up the field. Post meters is fantastic.
McIntyre. And that's been, well, it's gone backwards. Well, that's an interesting call by the referee. Lolasio picks up the loose ball. Now Kudesa. Good drive from the fullback, Seti Kudesa. Excellent run. Pounding that right edge defence, aren't they? Nice move from Proctor Harwood. Oh, he could have given the pass there. In the end, now the big winger gets the ball. In fact, it's the centre. The club's team goes very close. So he's there. Ata is over. And that's the Warriors. Ata who we've been talking about. And geez, a unit this led to 12 points to 6.
All the way from Takahiwai Warriors, the New Zealand under-18s in 2018. The big left centre. That was a powerhouse performance, wasn't it? The hooker's been on fire. Proctor Harwood, but look at this, identifying some players that, particularly around that marker defence, again, starting to hurt Schools at the moment.
From the, you're right, Richie, the Takahiwai Warriors. They're up in Ruakaka, Muslim lad. Warriors will be pleased to have him, Wairangi Kopu, big unit.
Indeed, I think Takahiwai is, I think that's Owen Goodbills, maybe an old club, or Stacey Jones, I can't remember. They're from up there somewhere, so yeah, he's come from some good pedigree. Man, that right side defence of the Schools is going to have to make some stops here soon, because that left side attack for the club's boys, you know, they're having a little bit of joy, and they're sending a lot of traffic down that way, getting a lot of quick play of the balls, and that was pretty much the result of that try off the back of some really quick play the balls and some fast play down that left side. So those School side, they're going to have to aim up here a little bit.
Yes, indeed, and Ata in the centres for this game, but he has played a lot on the back row and in the middle of the field as well. So he's only 17, this lad here, but interesting to see as he gets a bit older where he ends up. Plays his rugby league.
Probably to more the back rows where it's slower.
Yeah. Well, I know we're slow these
days. But they work hard and they amble around.
Yeah, exactly. Missing tackles. Come the club's team.
At least they actually make a tackle instead of fullbacks.
Exactly. Lolasio returns the football for the club's team with dominating possession. And here comes this left edge attack again. McIntyre, they're in there this time, the Schools team. Sikahele, the captain, making the tackle alongside Tema Schmidt, who's out there now wearing 16. Maya Tema Schmidt from Scots College in Wellington. A couple of Wellingtonians out there. Either team. Slow play the ball. Lolasio, that ball's been a magnet to him. Every time I look up, he's had another hit up.
7 hits, 6 tackles. He's been constant.
Absolutely, he's carrying the ball more than anyone else at the moment. Elam Payne is in the bouncy castle again, and look at him going. Oh, and an offload is a top quality one, and here comes another try. Oh, brilliant. Ami Tuanai has gone in for his second try, but really, Elam Payne with all the work beforehand. Top quality, 16-6. The tries coming thick and fast.
Well, you can give that try to both their bookends. Payne and Lolasio, who's been just damaging through that middle. Look at this, that's brilliant. And he still gets up, makes some 10 to 15 yards, and what an offload. And then shapes the pass, right foot step. Pretty strong at that. Number 2 our night. Look at this, just head on. It's just great to see, isn't it? The impact, the G-force, and the speed to actually get back on your feet and to present the ball, promote it. And look at this, shapes last second. He just knew he had to hold on to that. He made a really good decision late, didn't he?
I'll tell you what, Tuanai, there's shades of Joey Manu about him. Wairangi Kopu, big rangy centre with excellent rugby league IQ on display there.
Yes, indeed, yeah. Yeah, really close comparison to Joey Manu. We know how dangerous he is on his right edge. The quality of football that both these teams are playing, but in particular the clubs, has been fantastic. You know, that's a tough run to take that hit up, get bounced off, and then keep pumping the legs and keep moving, flow, a flick pass, offload. Great football from these clubs.
And a wonderful try scored by the Wellingtonian, who went to school at Hato Powder in fielding. That's what's on his wristband there. HPC. And the clubs who are hungry for more, and it's that man Payne again. Maris player, 18 years of age, coming into the game nicely here, and the speed of the pass and the play of the balls has been really good from both teams in this contest so far, as Paruru gets to his feet to play it. Out it comes to Karapani, and now it's McIntyre again. Proctor Harwood doing a good job distributing the ball at dummy half. Paruru again. It's from Pukakoi originally. Inside the half, 2 more tackles left in the set as Jack kicks on the 5th tackle. Nicely taken by Leatawa. And it is Ali Leatawa here, the nephew of Ali Lautiti, playing the fullback for the schools team.
4 tries to 1. They need to find territory. They need the ball in hand. The schools need to find that energy and that tempo change now.
Robinson, the try scorer for the schools team, and he's earned his team a penalty there. Penalised player is Tomihana Paruru.
Not playing rugby, cuz. Just here.
The completions at 82 for the clubs, 82%. Compared to 63, so heavily weighted in the for the clubs.
Back here.
Or the New Zealand residents aiding clubs. It's a bit long-winded to say that.
14 minutes left in the first half. Hope you're enjoying this game. Really been excellent so far. 5 tries scored. Don't forget at 4:15 this afternoon with the residents Māori clash. Looking forward to that one with the best of senior men's talent on display here in New Zealand. Now the schools team have not had much ball lately. Sikahile puts his foot down, offloads nicely to Anderson. Now Taffa. Tony Taffa.
That's enough, fellas.
5 metres out, taken by his opposite number, Lola Seal. And he just laid over him a bit long there. And the penalty's fair. Back to the 10 they come.
Just here. Go. No tackle.
And here the schools team bounce back. And Tema Schmidt.
That's enough, Sam.
From Scots College.
On the line and hold. Go, 1.
Sikahele. Puna. Now 2. Chase. Out on the right wing side. He's there. Vaufusunga is over. Well, he's hardly touched the ball. And he's gone over and somehow fashioned the second try for the schools team. 16-18 to 10.
They had no reason to get that try, but he's such a giant of a winger, and he showed such power and determination on that right edge. They came up, it looked like they were all covered, but look at the strength of this young kid. That is outstanding. Swanga. Here we go. Runs across, there's plenty of defenders there. Just slides off. Yeah, it's a big body.
Good finish, Wairangi.
Yeah, really good. The confidence of these wingers nowadays, you know, they don't have hardly any room to work with. The fact that they're that confident, they can push their way through somebody and, you know, get to the corner, or, you know, dive for that corner post with as little room to move. You know, wingers nowadays are a different breed. They're all athletic and not so good looking, but athletic.
A bit like back rowers back in your day, eh?
Yeah, that's right.
18 to 10. Here's Tam Otome Puna. Got his first kick and he's missed that one, so 18 to 10. It will remain, but that was a much-needed score for the schools to keep them in touch with this red-hot clubs team. 12 to play until half-time.
Well, that's a good result, really, isn't it? They were starved of possession there for about 10 minutes, really. And come up with a try that should never have been scored.
Fusunga from King's College in Auckland. This is Cousins playing fullback. Laetau also at King's College.
Time to run.
It's the kick-off and away comes Tuna.
That's enough,
Tuna from Aotearoa Boys High School to play it. Here's the try scorer. Onto the bench now. They have the schools team, and Tema Schmidt is out there, as I touched on. Handling that one was Maya Asi. Now, Fusunga again. Whoops. Bit messy there in the play, the ball. Made it back too strong, didn't he?
Oh, I think there was a bit of a hand in there. Propelled the ball back. You don't drop the ball and it propels back without assistance.
Oh, I wish we had that as well.
5 errors to 2.
Just here, boys.
Score, boys, but look at this. Some fleet-footed back. Look at that. Just a hand or a knee on that.
Come together, boys.
Richie always sticking up for the wingers. He dropped that cold, my friend.
Out.
I've got to say, if you're asking me to be the deciding vote on that one, I'm with you. Why? Sorry, Richie. Here they go again.
Off the arm. Back here. Go one.
Ata. It is as the clubs team roll forward through this powerful left edge they have. Here is Manaya Nataki Matthews, who's out there now.
Back here. Here. Hold.
From Turanga Waiwai, Narua Wahia. Out to the left they come again. It's McIntyre. He's taking the line on again. Big Sam McIntyre, the captain.
11 up arm. Hold it. Hold it. Go 3.
To Harwood. Now number 17 is out there too. That's Rawiri Matthews, the Warriors player on the SG ball team. He's quick as lightning, so is Proctor Harwood. Good defence from the schools team. 2 number 9s together there. Won't be the first, won't be the last time that they'll be meeting in this contest. There's the kick from Jack. Up goes Robinson to contest the ball, and that's been lost forward by number 5 for the clubs team, Tamero Armstrong.
Looked like he may have tapped it forward there. Are you ready? Ready. The kick wasn't on point, but let's have a look at here. Oh, yeah, he has knocked it on.
It should be clubs team ball, shouldn't it? But it isn't.
Lost it into a great player.
Ah, look at the enthusiasm in this clubs team. There's a bit of justice coming right there.
Certainly is. And again, their back rowers doing all the work, or claiming.
Go ball.
Oh, yep, there we go. The number 8, Elam Payne. Great carry of the ball, but also his defence is on song too.
Well, big opportunity now for the clubs team to extend their lead. Full set. 15 metres out.
Stay in. Out.
Jack to feed the scrum. Fullbacks up, that's Carusa, but they've well read there. It's a nice tackle from Asi. Now come the clubs team again. Karapani, lovely offload. It's Carusa who stayed up in the line. Wonderful skill from these young players. Proctor Harwood, and that will be a penalty.
Nothing quick.
Conceded there by Nataki Matthews. Probably a good penalty to give away, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. They had the ascendancy there, and just their footwork at the line is just outstanding, causing all sorts of problems there.
Proctor is out there too now for the schools team. There's Proctor Harwood, great kick, and McIntyre. That was preordained, that one. Fantastic rugby league. What a combination there between Proctor Harwood and McIntyre. It's like they were communicating telepathically. It is 22 points to 10.
Well, just playing off the cuff, unstructured. They weighed up the situation. Look at this. And he saw that the players coming off the line. There's a bit of an open gap there. And McIntyre, who normally sits on that left channel, decides to come in for a carry, and then the smarts by Armstrong to actually see an opportunity and kick it through. That's a great try there from the club side. And what a return after a fantastic try from the Schools.
There is actually a connection between those two, the hooker and the number 12. They both played in the New Zealand 16s team together, Wairangi, 2 years ago. So obviously they get along like a house on fire.
Yeah, and obviously they know each other very well. So, yeah, as much as, you know, that looked like it looked like it might have been trained during the week. That's a little play that they've headed on. It was play 2. You don't often see a play where a hooker comes up like that, puts a little kick on, especially play 2. So it's fantastic by this club's team, in particular the captain, to tip his hooker up that he was coming through. So some good quality football.
So Sebastian Jack now, 1 from 4 so far is his goal kicking percentage. But this one is his easiest of the day so far. He'll stretch that lead to 14 points now, 24-10.
Here we go around the ruck again, where they seem to be causing all havoc. But again, that vision of the players and just playing off the cuff, I really enjoy. Possession is certainly heavily weighted to the clubs, and completions are up now to 86 to 58.
It's a huge stat, isn't it? 86% completions compared to 58. Clubs team's possession 63% as well. They're dominating this game at the moment. Euro rate is good. They've only made 2. Clubs team power order upfield now. Taki Matthews. He's the other bench player who's out there now. Rawiri Matthews. McIntyre's got 2 tries in the game now. Tackled by Tairia Rapana, who's out there now for the Schools team, wearing 17. He's from Manukura School in Palmerston North. Now Taki Matthews. Good set of 6. And a good 60 metres again. There goes the kick from Karapani. Tower to begin this set. And the Schools team will be 20 metres out from their own line.
Back here. Hold. Hold. Go, one.
Va'afusunga.
Up and down. Back here, Sam. Hold.
Schools really need to fancy a try from somewhere as Lasala takes it forward. He's from Christchurch, St Thomas of Canterbury. It's his school. Now Robinson looking for work. In field, he comes from the left wing. A slight overlap there, not utilised. On that 5th tackle. Faitawa out there now. Wearing 14 for the Schools team. Pretty decent little kick. That's gone backwards. And it's been taken by Kudesa. Good set of 6, though, by the Schools team.
That was. There was opportunities again to come back to that blind. They had about a 4-on-2. And from dummy half, they scrambled and made some way up. And the kick was just on point. Now they're defending at will here.
On the grind now, both of these teams just have to work it off their own line. Chase Williams being ordered to go back. He's from Taupo. Good to see a player from Taupo playing in this contest today. Tackle on Savaleo Thompson, wearing 15. Heading all from the North Coast Tigers. He's out on the field now, off the interchange for this club's team. Laetaua coming forward. Now this is looking more promising here for the Schools team. He's made a clean line break here. Is Laetaua. Oh, he had a player inside him. He didn't use him. That was Asi, who would have gone and untouched by now. But still a great run from Laetaua. Now Asi staying focused, not getting too distressed after not getting the ball. Those greedy fullbacks, Richie Barnett.
That's unbelievable. That was a fantastic tackle. To come across and with a body like that, Laetaua with his speed and rangy run, fantastic effort to get across there. Took it on your weak shoulder too.
Great return of the football from Laetaua.
When you're ready, go. No tackle.
They need to make this count though. got field position. Now they need points.
All right, that's enough, fellas. Just let him go.
Gemma Schmidt.
On the line and hold. Hold. Go one.
Faitawa at dummy half now. Taffa. Tony Taffa.
That's enough, fellas. Untangle. Hold.
Desperate to get to his feet quickly. Faitawa. Nice hands. Haven't seen too much of Mai for a little while. He went very close there. The big rangy second rower. That could be a try. Will be a try, I reckon. Yes. The try is going to be scored by Austin Anderson from Hamilton Boys High School. He's off to the Cowboys next season. Austin Anderson goes over 24-14. They needed that, the schools team.
He certainly did. And again, that run from Mau from Kelston Boys High, but this run was just, you know, next level, just getting across, using his absolute pace to get around McIntyre. Oh, no. Oh, look at that. One leg was all you needed. But look at this run here from the back rower. Just straight away, look at the ignition of speed and pace right through. Unlucky to score that. And again, the markers not quite ready, but that was pretty smart, Austin Anderson. And they really needed that. Why not kick it to Austin Anderson?
Well, okay, the fullback blew it with the not passing the ball into Asi Wairangi, but look, no harm done. At least they got the try.
Yeah, correct. Typical fullbacks, mate, you know, Fungus. But yeah, they got there in the end, and obviously the score will be a little bit kinder to them going into half time. But yeah, I agree with Richie. Mau, he's been probably my favourite player out there so far for the schools team. As we see that ball just shaved the uprights.
Hard luck from Puni. They can't convert the try. So it's going to be a 10-point margin to the club's team, who have scored 5 tries in the first half to 3. It's the 18s clubs leading 24-14. We are about to head into the second 40 minutes between the New Zealand schools team, the under-18 schools team to be precise. They're wearing the green and the clubs team wearing the grey. And it's 24-14 at the moment. 5 tries to 3.
Hold up.
And even though the clubs team dominated possession, completed 88% of their sets, Richie, I feel this game's got it. Is far from done. There's the schools team who will get the first possession in the second half. And straight away, some very keen defence comes in on Maya Temmer-Schmidt. He's driven back to his 10. Faitawa to start the second half at dummy half, wearing 14, as Va'afusunga, one of the try scorers for the schools team, takes the next hit up. And now Taffa. Faitawa again from Christchurch. Good to see some players from outside of Auckland making the schools team as well. Wellington, New Plymouth, and also Christchurch. Tyson Chase, he's from Hato Powder College in Fielding. He's going to play it to complete the set. And there's an attacking kick of sorts from Anderson. It bounces critical here. It's been gathered nicely, but that will be the end of the set. Whitehouse Opataya couldn't haul the pass, or couldn't find a teammate to keep that movement going. Still a pretty decent set, Richie Barney.
Whitehouse Opataya from Otago Boys High School. That was so close, but yeah, what a good start from the schools.
Good hit there from Yorka, wearing 15 for the schools team. He's from Kelston Boys High School in West Auckland. Nicely gathered, and the defence on the club's team is good at the moment. Faitawa and Yorka again making good tackling. Good tackles on the club's players as Williams. He's driven back, Chase Williams.
You got to hold. Go 3.
Some good energy on defence, isn't there, from this club's team. Nice offload from Savaleo Thompson, and away comes some second phase play now. Matthews over the halfway line. Oh, there's a little knock on there from Rapana. Unfortunately, it's going to be a scrum because they had a good roll on there.
They had a good roll on. They were condensed to the schools. They had opportunities on the edge for the clubs. But they were able to just cut that knock on, favoured them in a big way because it looked threatening.
Yeah, a couple of changes by both coaches at half-time. Bringing in Taua and also Te Homauri Rapana. We're actually in the same kapa haka group for Te Matatini. Tauira Mai Tawhiti actually stands right next to me, and I give him a lot of crap. So I'll give him a little bit of stick about that knock on.
That's a cool story. Yeah, let's see how he goes to the rest of the game. Here's a good run. Nice run from Nyoka. Isom Nyoka.
Must have been a good motivational speech to him, mate.
Yeah, tougher. And there is a penalty. So the schools team right on attack to start this second half. Faitawa is going to have the tap. And straight back into his work is Yorka, who's been very prominent in these first 3 minutes of the second half. Tougher. Running at a smaller man, big Tony Tougher. They've wrapped him up pretty well there, though, haven't they? Good Essa, the fullback. Himself not a small player. Making a pretty decent effort on that tackle is Anderson. Rolls it out. Tyson Chase. Played on the 10. Faitawa to Puna. Leatawa. Fusu Sanga again. Oh, brilliant finish. That's going to be a double for him. Yeah, the referee's going to award that try. That took some finishing there from Va'afusunga. And that's 2 tries to him, 24-18.
But again, he's defying all odds. It's about to score the tries. There was nothing really on. They weren't engaging any of the players. It was just an out ball. Look at that, just a bigger man. Genuine strength. That's incredible. To the size difference here. He tried valiantly to get through there, but just too big, too strong.
Well, Chase Williams having a few issues with Va'afusunga. And that's an excellent finish, Wairangi Kopu. Very good try.
Yeah, just refused to die wandering out there on the wing. They also refused to go into touch. Just know exactly where they are. They've got great presence of mind, these new age wingers. It's a good try.
Oh, he's from King's College. That lad signed with the Warriors. And Puna hasn't had a handy conversion attempt yet, but he's managed to convert one. And that one's going to slide out to the left as well. So 1 from 4 is his goal-kicking percentage so far in the score, though. It's tightening up, 24-18. Remember, just before half-time, Rich, was 24-10.
Incredible, isn't it? And they're starting to find the position that they desperately needed. But I'd just say go to this man here all day long. 2 tries. And look at the effort he had to get through to score that try.
Well, props to the officials there. They got that one spot on. It looked like that as a fair try. Well done to them.
A great winger's try. Converting what is nearly impossible to the possible.
Aramekita is back out there now from Manukuda School, and unfortunately he's not a tidy play the ball. The clubs are going to get a scrum.
Great ball, just here.
Yeah, it's not the best really after a brilliant try to come up with an error. Well, they have to defend it now. Find some energy.
Just on the side.
Perfect attacking opportunity, isn't it? Midfield, 20 out, full set. 3 on the left, 3 on the right.
Head right in it, lock. There you go. Stay in.
Chance for them to cook up a set play. And it's just going to be a straight run off the back from Rapana.
Back here. Must hold. Go, 1.
Kuresa at dummy half, hitting the line nice and hard is Rawiri Matthews, but he's driven back some pretty good defence.
Hold 6.
Really good tackle from Tafa. Nataki Matthews now for the club's team, and he offloads the ball beautifully. Chance for them to really power close to the line here. Good search to the line, very close. There's Josiah Karapani. Couldn't quite get there. Don't think Nataki Matthews is going to get there. Now the referee is the decision to make, and he's awarded a penalty to the club's team.
Nothing quick.
Nataki Matthews, Warriors development, Turanga Waiwai. Looked like he was close to scoring there for
When you're ready.
a second.
Go.
Salio.
Okay, that's it. That follows them, go.
Seal rather. 5 metres out.
Go one.
Rapana at Damini half. Here comes Nataki Matthews again with a drive to the line. He's short.
Stand now. Go two.
Rapana again. Kuresa. The school's desperate to hold the club's team out. Some serious heat on them. Rapana's going to have a crack from dummy half. Almost offloaded it. Probably fortunate to keep hold of the ball, actually. Kuresa. Well, this continued dummy half running. Potentially wasting tackles as they're down to the last. Oh, it's messy. And
Grounded by Green.
it's going to be a line dropout. Well, the school's team survive, but only just.
Well, they've survived. They got a try scored against, but look at this. They just absolutely missed it altogether. And McIntyre nearly getting the second.
He almost got his third try, in fact. He got 2 in the first half. Arcee did the job in the end. It's been a good game, no injury breaks either. And that slight one there for Tafa. Cut one around the snoz.
Behind the fellas.
And with a line drop out. It's good distance on that kick. And that's Payne.
Back here.
Len Payne, who started on the 30. Now Taki Matthews, he's just got stuck into it, hasn't he, since coming onto the field.
Back here. Hold.
His SG ball player, one of many in this game here today. Inside pass, nice play from Kuresa for Kuresa. It was Devery with the pass. Now Rapana. 10 out.
Come off.
Now what's happened here?
2-3. Almost tripped over it.
I think Tony Tuffer came out of a tackle in a pretty bad way, sort of stumbled as he got up, so just having a look at him. He's probably going to be sent from the field for an HIA.
Very lucky there, White. They had them on the rail there.
Tuffer's looked like he's got one around the left eye as well, hasn't he?
Did anyone see that he was down?
He's been good. He's been really good out there for the school's team. Big body.
From Tiaratu. Boston Boys High School was his schools, played for the under-16s just last year. He's only 17 years old. Looks like he's out of the game for the meantime.
Tackle 3.
Warriors have signed him for the SG ball team. And there's going to be a submission tackle, surrender tackle there from Jack Payne. Elam Payne.
Last tackle! Hold, go.
Here's the last. Club's team would love to score. Doesn't look like they will. It's a good tackle, sealed the ball off. And that will be a handover. Good tackling coming in from Maya Arcee, number 18 there, Richie.
Yeah, good line speed. They recognise that some real threat on that right edge with Devitt. The edge runners are so strong for the clubs, and they recognise that. They got off the line real quick.
TJ Devery was the player who was tackled, number 11 for the club's team. Another player off to Australia next year. He's off to the Titans. Here he's making a tackle. For Sunga.
Yeah, hold, go 2.
Waitower, his cousin. Into the line nice and hard as Waitower's Pataya.
10 up in space.
Otago Boys High School. Waitower. Chase. Tyson Chase.
Move down. Yeah, hold. Go
Schools team coming off their line fairly well at the moment. Nice pass, but the handling has gone astray, and it's going to be a scrum team to the club, scrum feed to the club's team.
Well, that was good shape there, and a really good pass to Isan Ioka. He found there was a little opportunity there. He's dropped the ball, but it presented itself. If he ran the inside shoulder, he would have found joy.
I'm enjoying this game, folks. Oh, the best young talent in New Zealand Rugby League. The club's team leading by 6. Don't forget, in just under an hour, we'll have our second match today. It's the New Zealand residents against the Māori residents team.
2 hands and feet it. Stay in.
Looking forward to that clash. 2 NRL players, or 2 players with NRL experience in that game. Oh boy, there's a clean break coming through the middle here. A great run from Armstrong. Club's team back onto attack now. Hard and straight goes Ata. One try to him in the first half, and he's earned a penalty to his team there. It's all the club's team at the moment, Richie Barnett. How much longer can the schools team hold out?
Oh, Armstrong, what a run. You know, that nice kick early on in the first half, and then
That's it,
brilliant run through the middle.
On the line. Go one.
Lola Siegel. Rapana comes to Karapani. Good footwork by the 5'8".
Okay, short. Stay now.
A lot closer than he might have initially thought he would have. Now they're going to spread it. Jack. Well, they've lost a lot of yards here. Now, what can this big Wellingtonian do again? Ami Tuanai, he hasn't been held. There's 2 tries to him in the first half. He looks good every time he touched the ball, that lad. Jack again. Wisely kept the ball in hand.
Okay, let him go.
Goodbye's opposite number, Armstrong. Randerson, now Kuresa.
Okay, short, last one.
Last play now. Dive from dummy half. And that will be a try. Yes, it's going to be awarded. The try's been scored. The club's team with their first try in the second half. And it's a hat trick to the Wellingtonian. Ami Tuanai.
He's brilliant. There's so many opportunities around him. Hold the ball in one hand. Waving it around like Joseph Mundy was mentioned before. This is a great run again from Armstrong. Created an opportunity. They went wide. There's a lot of opportunity on that right edge. Just merely with his ability to hold the ball in one hand. Sensed it from dummy half. Again, the markers not on song. Plenty of tries going through. Look at that. They had to get down on their knee. They haven't done that right throughout the whole game.
Well, that's 3 tries to the Wellingtonian. Originally went to Hato Petora Paora College in fielding. You've got 2 or 3 players from that school represented across both teams here. Wairangi, and they're all going well.
Strong team. Yeah, strong school, both in rugby league and rugby. Good reputation, that Kura. Obviously, bred some fine young men, fine young rugby league players, in particular the centre. He's got really good balance. Every time I've seen him run the ball, sort of, he's bumping out of tackles and sort of getting back to his feet, and still manages to keep his pace up. So, good one to watch out for.
And that was a very good conversion from Sebastian Jack. So that's his 3rd goal of the afternoon. 30 points to 18. Gets played. Another one who's played for the Warriors SG ball team. Sam McIntyre back on. For the club's team to end the game now. Keen to get in there. Let rip for 25 minutes. Devery to play the ball. Start there up and up. And not Lola Seal, starting prop.
No more, fellas! Back here. Must hold.
Now McIntyre.
Up there, 14! Back here. Hold. Hold.
He's tackled nicely there by Tyson Chase. Jack. Oh, good solid contact coming in there. Good shot there from number 15, Yorka. This is a good return of the football. Over the halfway line they go. 2 14s come together. Rapana and Faitawa. And now Faitawa, brother Rapana has it. Just a swag off Tyson Chase. Good job there. The interchange, number 14.
Outside.
That's the kick from the 30. Pressure coming here on the double try scorer, but he's nicely caught that one as Fusunga.
This is a good set, really. You know, Ngataki Matthews has been really strong in the second half. McIntyre, Devery, Parudu. Back rowers really rolling their sleeves up, cutting that ball, making a ton of yards.
Robinson. Whitehouse Opataya over the 40. Faitawa. Short pass is a beauty. Maiu'u, good tackle from Kuresa. Fast play the ball. Now the Schools have an opportunity to spin it out to the right, but the clubs team have regathered their defence. Va'afusunga. Now, that might have gone off the clubs team player, but it will be, in fact, a clubs team scrum. But here's Maiu'u with this power and athleticism on display up the middle, Richie.
Just timing too. He runs hard. He's got good footwork too. And again, I've got to say that fullback has been outstanding. He's stopped at least 2 tries. Kuresa. That was very unlucky not to tap that ball in. It's come off the body of the club's player.
Yes, indeed, the winger, Chase Williams. Yeah, Kuresa, number 1 for the clubs team. He's had an excellent game at fullback, hasn't he? 18 years of age. Played for Canberra in the SG ball competition this year before coming back to New Zealand when COVID hit. Playing down at the moment, way over the far side of the field here. Not sure who that is who needs attention, but
Matuano, I think.
Well, that would be Tuanai. Let's have a look at the form of Lolosio, who was very active early in the match, Richie. He's had an excellent game. Work rate has been top-notch, hasn't he? Trey Lolosio.
Yeah, good footwork again. Body square. Late footwork. And he's able to just grab about 5 or 10 metres of post line metres. Good work and defensively. He's been sound right across the board.
Yes, he's from the Otara Scorpions. And good to see him really getting stuck in. He's another player that's been signed by the Warriors. And this is definitely looking good here for Hamatoan Tuanai.
Yeah, I like that mould of front row as well.
In fact, it's number 7. Sorry to interrupt there, Warangi. Sebastian Jack is the player injured.
Yeah, he was struggling a little bit back play, the play earlier. He was waving out to his trainers in that defensive set. He ended up right on that other side of the wing. So he's succumbed to some sort of leg injury. Yeah, just going back, all Lolosio, the vice captain there. I like that mould of front rower. Like he's not a huge body, but he's got good footwork. He's agile. He's strong. He's built low to the ground. Reminds me of a Ruben Wiki type.
Let's have a look in with Jack. He reached a knee or something there.
Yeah.
He pulls away from that looking in pain. So it looks like Jack's out of the game. Solid game, Sebastian Jack, another Warriors SG ball player. And straight into it is Atata. In defence on him too. Good tackle coming in from number 18, Maya Asi.
Yeah, great burst of energy there from both players.
He's TJ Devery. Rutherford College from Te Aratu. There's Lolosio again, hit hard, but he bounces out of it.
17 coming in late and staying there.
Penalised is Sheldon Tairi Arapana. Palmerston North from Manu Kura School. Signed by the Roosters. Actually heading to Queensland. These Tigers this year. Hasn't found touch. There's a blue. And Leotawa bringing it back now for the schools team, so a bonus for them. McIntyre to finish off the tackle from Fusunga. Chase again, Tyson Chase. The energy of both teams is just, since it's fallen just a touch in these last 5 minutes or so, Richie.
Yeah, certainly from the schools, but I thought their set before for the clubs was just spot on before they coughed at the ball, but they just need to lift that energy.
For players that are fresh, this is better from the schools team as they look to spread it. Lovely offload. That was a cracking offload from Yorka. Here comes Robinson. Matua Robinson. What a try in the first half. And now the schools looking for space on the left. Anderson. Yeah, Anderson's going to get the try. That's his second try. And it's another try to the schools team, their fifth of the afternoon.
Yes, you can put it down to Matua Robinson, the New Plymouth boys high. What a run. Try in the first half. And then he chimes in through. He's a big body too. Deceptively strong. Look at this run. Bit of pace. Look at this. Chimes through a couple of players. He's able to get up quick. And it just presents an opportunity again. He weighs it, he sums that situation up really nicely. Kicks through, deflects off. And he receives the try, Austin Anderson.
Great try. Just sensed there was an opportunity for the schools team with the sting in that defence from the clubs team, just dropping a tad in that last 5 minutes, Swarangi.
Yeah, indeed. And I mean, he's sort of lucky that he's scored that try off the kick, because they were lined up on that left side. You actually saw him go off the right foot and then go back to the blind, because he recognised how many numbers they had. He put the ball to the toe and picked up a try for, and it's a hell of a game, this one.
Well, goal kicking is going to be important now, isn't it? And unfortunately, no conversion. So the goal kicking hasn't been as good as we would have hoped. 30 points to 22, with Puna 1 from 5 at the moment. And the clubs team through Jack 3 from 6 is his percentage at the moment. So 6 tries to 5.
3 to the schools, 3-1 in the second half. Getting some momentum. They're bridging the gap. Possession, the completion rate.
The possession rate has just dropped. Completions are rising for the schools team, although clubs team is still going at 84%, which is excellent. Tuli playing the ball. Got a good roll on here already, and here's Fusunga again, who's been a real standout on the wing. Beautifully gathered. Oh, that's fantastic play. Excellent. Now it's a kick and chase. Gudesa should get the bounce. He's going to have to be very careful here, though. And what dazzling play from the schools team.
When they ignite their attack, they're just gracious on that left edge. And particularly when you've got Matua Robinson, who's a flyer on that left flank. There's plenty of opportunities, just playing as they see it, which is even better.
Now the club's looking to strike back. There could be space here on the left edge. Karapani's a good runner, isn't he?
He's lightning.
Ideal type of running player, close to the ruck. Now McIntyre. Good initial contact on him, made by Tuli. Shirley Boys High School in Christchurch. Yes, McIntyre felt that one a little, didn't he? Here's Devery. Hard by Tyson Chase. Back out there now to finish the game is Proctor Harwood for the club's team. He's wearing 9. Karapani hasn't timed that one particularly well. Oh, boy, this could end up anywhere. And it's play on. Messi from the club's team to win that set.
Yeah, not the best kick there off the side of his boot. Well, they present the opportunity for the schools to come back. 8 points behind.
Tower almost busts through. On the left, there's 4 players there. Oh, the handling has let them down, and it's been picked up, and this could work out for the club's team with support. That tackle needed to be made. Could have been a hugely influential moment if Chase Williams had gone over. Lolasio. Proctor Harwood. Now Ata. Can't get past Tuffa. These boys are really being sapped energy-wise, aren't they? Not much rugby league for them this season, particularly of this standard. And now is a nice ship back on the inside to Savaleo Thompson. It's inside the 10. Caleb Savaleo Thompson. Dr. Harwood again. Nataki Matthews passes the ball this time. Good tackle, that was well read. McIntyre was tackled nicely. Now Karapani again. Karapani! He's too strong, he's got that down. A very good try, and he deserves that. He's been excellent in the 6 jersey. And that lead is now looking again comfortable for the club's team with time ticking away.
Well, that was a game changer, really. It started from Sikahili, who went from dummy half. He posed a pass here. It shouldn't have gone, but good defence there from the hooker. And again, they're able to cut the ball up right through. And we mentioned before how Karapani is being really prominent on that left-hand side. He's gone close about 3 occasions, but this time he's more determined than ever to score his first try of the game.
Excellent for Makaranga. Usually he's an outside back, Wairangi Kopu, but in the halves, he's looked great in the halves today.
Yeah, you can see that pace that he has too. He's got out of dummy half there and recognised that they had an overlap. The defence just had to keep backing off because they weren't too sure exactly what he was going to do. So had the power and speed to get over the line. Give my mate Ohomodi up on a little rep there. He got out of dummy half, got out of marker and put the pressure on the schools team that was really hot on attack down that left side. Came up with the error, so might have to watch my words from next time we're standing in the Kapahaka Hall.
100%. 12-point margin. Yes, now with Jack off the field, so a new goal kicker comes on, and it's TJ Devery, the back rower. Last important kick had stretched that lead out to beyond 12 points. Not to be. Darryl Halligan will be saying with a technique like that, 34-22.
Well, I've got to say, hats off to the New Zealand residents clubs for actually sustaining the completion rate around 85 throughout this whole game. I mean, that's something, they haven't had much ball, we mentioned before, so hats off for the preparation and the standard in which we're seeing of high quality from both sides.
So a bit of a possession difference there. Those complete sets in the second half is interesting, isn't it? The club's team certainly have had more ball. Proctor Harwood, Lolasio, very hard working in the middle. He's not the biggest front rower in this game, but he's certainly not lacking in energy. McIntyre, good drive, good run. Nice play. Ata. Oh, gee whiz, had almost found the hands there of Matthews, and he would have been away. Definitely was played out by the schools team. So it's going to be a scrum for the clubs. This match, remember, has 13 minutes to play. And we do have another game coming up, remember, at 4:15 this afternoon. Looking forward to bringing you that clash between the residents and the Māori residents. Referees, officials, looking on there. Chris McMillan, Alan Caddy. Just confirming that match coming up straight after this game here, the residents against the Māori residents. Should be a beauty, that one. This has been an excellent game. With these young lads really throwing themselves into it. Paruru, that was, with a good run. Faitawa out there still. It's Rapana, rather. Been intercepted. That's been brilliantly kept alive. Lasala.
The ref was a lead runner there. He's lucky he wasn't tackled.
He's got a green jumper on, hasn't he? Could easily have been confused as another player. Brilliantly kept alive by the schools team. Is Tafa, who's back out there after getting some attention. Now Tuli. Tuli, good run. Got good energy all of a sudden. Sikahile. Captain back out there now. Wearing 9 for the schools team. St Paul's College in Auckland. Stacey Jones went there, of course. Amongst many other rugby league players down through the years. Tyson Chase plays the ball. Last play. Puna tries to measure. Now that was late. The referee is going to award that one.
Late contact on the kicker. What number? Jackson, did you get a late tackle on the kicker? Late tackle on the
12
kicker.
minutes, you want them to score, don't you? Oh, that was...
Yeah, that was way too late.
Yeah, marginal.
Paruru.
Yeah, the old back rolls trick, eh? It takes a while for it to come through their brain.
Can't trust the man.
Yeah. I mean, that's usually a tactic you take in the beginning of the game, really just, put the fear into the halves a little bit, but, yeah, not with 10 minutes.
Here's Tuli. Tafa. He's got plenty of pasture here, and the offload. Oh, the try was on the offing there for Ioka, but he couldn't handle the pass. And they'll come back to a scrum. Clubs team have survived for the meantime.
It was enterprising football, wasn't it? Not far off. Ioka getting that try. Look at this. Tougher going through, in and away. Look at that. Just behind the player. Ioka. That would have been a certain try.
Good skill, these players, especially the forwards in this game. They're very confident in their abilities. As the game wears on, and the fatigue sets in a little bit. This is an interesting tactic. Oh.
Yeah.
Feed himself into the scrum.
Indeed. There's Atata. Oh, yes, great offload. Great support from Karapani. And he's earned a penalty. That's excellent play by those two players. Very good play.
Yeah, combining nicely, those two. Just promoting, charging through in the scrum.
Now, check this out, Richie.
Yeah. Oh, excellent. Yes, well.
Oh, you got the penalty. Trust you.
Well, he's lucky he didn't get rucked.
We're going to go. It's
Actually quite smart, actually. Why take the scenic route when you can go direct?
Wouldn't have happened in my day. He would have got a couple of hooks as he went through. Cheeky halfbacks, mate.
Hold here.
Here we are with Lolosio straight through. He's busted through beautifully here. He's got no support. But he's got to his feet quickly. Proctor Harwood maybe should have gone open side, but he's earned a penalty there. That's good play.
Danny! Up here!
Great carries throughout this game, isn't there?
Bring it up
Damaging
here.
runners.
He's had a good game,
He
hasn't he,
has.
Proctor Harwood, the number
He's
9
jumped
for
on
the
the
club's
edge.
team.
I agree. He's jumped on the edge of some
Standing quick.
really good carries.
Up here. Jax, just hold him.
Ignited
Down
the
the line.
attack
Back
a number
here,
of occasions, crowd opportunities.
There you go. No tackle.
Oh, he almost scored the try there. Oh, he's lost it forward into a schools player, Ata.
Wasawanga, again, scoring 2 tries and again repelling what would be a certain try. But look at the run through here, just really direct with a lot of purpose. Fended off a player, good speed.
And look who was in there making that tackle too. It was Va'afusanga, just like he did here.
Hold for it there, 17.
He's had a good game. Lika Va'afusanga on this right wing side for the schools team. He scored 2 tries.
Head down, Danny. Head right in, Sam.
8 minutes to
Wait
go.
on.
The schools
Okay, where you go?
team need to
Stay in.
score.
Out!
Any chance of maybe salvaging a draw. And it ain't going to be easy if they continue to be tackled like that. Layatawa. Oh, what an offload. Lovely backdoor offload. Now, can they spread it again and keep this broken field running going? Sikahile
Back here.
on the 30.
Hold.
Salah. Oh, that is criminal, isn't it? Eugene Davis, the coach, won't be happy with that. They've done all the hard work to come off their line.
It was set up for a shift and an opportunity. 8 minutes to go. Counting down 7 minutes now. That was really disappointing. Just the errors have cost them throughout this game. It's 12-6. And at crucial times, when they were attacking, they've just come up, coughed the ball up. Unforced error.
I'll tell you when to put it in.
25 sets completed by the club versus 17.
It's a big difference, isn't it?
Stay in.
And basically right throughout the match, there's about 50-odd tackles they've had to
dear.
incur.
That's a complete miscommunication there. Va'afusunga offloads to Chase. Chase wisely takes the tackle.
Give the ball some air.
It's only the 0 tackle. Now they've got to get this lad in going again, don't they? Maiu'u. Almost shrugging, and that's going to be a penalty.
13, nothing quick. Hey!
Maiu'u not impressed with Paruru. Paruru wearing 13th the club's team. A touch of Adam Blair about him. Niggly. Here come the schools team with a nice opportunity here. 20 metres out. Maiu'u. Here he comes again, the big athletic back rower.
Back here. Hold.
They really have to score from the set to really have an opportunity. Tough has dropped the ball and it's been ruled a loose carry.
Yeah, just that direct run, 3 in a tackle. It's just popped out. Body positioning was too high. Players around about to get underneath the ball. Tuffley's had a pretty strong game. Carried the ball extremely well. But they desperately needed again times when they really desperately needed to score. They've come up with an error.
So the club's team have 4.5 minutes to hang on here. They've got a good advantage on the scoreboard.
Going that way, Jax. Head on that lock.
One more try will seal it.
Stay in. Out.
There's no doubt about that. But they have 90 metres to go all the way.
Play on.
And it's play on. What a run from Gudesa.
Fantastic, isn't
Well, both fullbacks I thought have been very impressive. As has this lad here. Ami Tuanai, yes, he's been driven back there, but 3 tries and wreaking havoc on attack. Other than that one there has been very impressive. Paruru. To Harwood. Now they're going to run it on the 4th tackle here. Width to the attack that time. McIntyre nicely handled. Karapani at dummy half. Ball seal. Here is the last tackle. Gudesa with the bomb. Leotawa has it. Both fullbacks have been very good.
Great exhibition from both those fullbacks. Done very little wrong, but crikey, they've capitalised on some opportunities and showed some real genuine pace.
There goes Lasala. Rapana with a good tackle. Fa'afusunga doesn't want to be driven over the touch line. He's done really well to stay in the field of play there. Lasala. Looking for support. He might not need some Lasala. Some great footwork. 2 tackles. They keep it down the middle. Tuli. Now they're on the last, but they're still 20 metres out. Lasala. Lasala, that's a good play. Here's Maiu'u. Can he keep the ball alive? He can't. It's excellent defence from the club's team. They're digging deep.
They're digging deep. Lasala, a couple of telling runs there. Created excitement for the schools. But yeah, defence, right on song. 3 minutes to go.
If they... There's time to force an error. It's right now. Oh, they give away a penalty, in fact.
No need for that.
Well, they're keen. desperate to get the ball back. Good run from Lasala here, Richie.
Lasala, he's just been brilliant. Strong carry. He was willing. Pity there wasn't someone pushing up around him.
No hurry now, the club's team. And what's been an excellent game today of the rugby league by these youngsters. Well, they get through this set here. And McIntyre, there won't be anything flash, you'd think, from the club's team. Just one out running, keep the ball close to the ruck. Haruru's had a good game, wearing 13. Proctor Howard moving into this 5/8 position after the injury to Jack is Armstrong, and he's done a good job. Camilo Armstrong inside the last minute. Proctor Howard kicks on the last. I think that went knocked forward.
Knock on, Greg.
And yes, it's the fourth try. It won't go to Amatuanai, but that should be enough. Will be enough. The club's team will be victorious in this contest.
Well, that's an outstanding performance there from the club. The New Zealand residents club side. Consistent right throughout this whole match. Let's have a look. Yeah, fingers on the ball. Knock on.
Thumbs off, play down.
Player that's really had a stellar game, Amatuanai. Blessed with a lot of skill.
Encouraging signs for the future of our rugby league. Some really good talent out there, and I know they're going to be spread out amongst clubs, on this side and that side of the Tasman. But the future of the Kiwi team, there's some really good players out here.
Well, I think the Warriors can too, Wairangi, will be encouraged by the players that they have in their team that have played in this game. Players like Ata. Yep. And also Maiu'u, both of them. And also, of course, the centre, Amatuanai. They've all showed tremendous talent and prospects. Big futures, all three of those guys. And Leia of course, the fullback.
Brilliant showcase of New Zealand talent, but also the coaches need some reward too. Tusa Lafaeli, who's done a great job there for the clubs, and Hughton Davis, who's obviously had a great job with the preparation they had to get these players up for fantastic work.
Puna with the midfield kick. It's going to be taken by Kuresa. And Kuresa finishes the game. Excellent performance from both sides. But it has been a victory sealed by the under-18 clubs team, who have prevailed by 34-22.